it's Renee. Welcome to my channel. So if you saw the title and you see these things on my eyeballs, you probably saw that we're doing a Boxycharm unboxing today with try-ons. So the first thing that I actually put on was the Wander Beauty Baggage Claim Gold Eye Masks. I've always wanted to try these, and these say they take like 10 to 15 minutes to work, so I just have been sitting here for 10 minutes watching a video. And they're about to be done, so by the time that this intro is over, I will take them off. These feel very nice, and they do feel moisturizing. I've been wanting to try like gold eye thingies for a long time, and yeah, I just think that they're very fun. So the theme of this box is actually Life of the Party, and it comes with a Laura Lee Los Angeles Party Animal eyeshadow palette, which I will not be using because of recent events. Also, I swatched it, and the swatches are shit. The Becca, it just says assorted primers. I got the First Light Priming Filter Instant Complexion Refresh. I know that they were sending out like a matte one, and I'm like, I have oily skin, and I feel like that would have been nice. Like, I don't. Also, too, it only came in a ½ ounce, and I thought, because I thought the whole point of Boxycharm was that you're supposed to get like full-size products. Yeah, no, so the Laura Lee palette was $19. These are between $15 and $18. I got a Smashbox, and this is a assorted lip products. I already opened this, but it says the Be Legendary Liquid Pigment in Crush It. And then I got some of these. I got 3 things of these. It doesn't say whether or not these are 3 for $13 or if they're $13 each. So if they're $13 each, I will never buy these again, and I will find cheaper ones. I also got the Bang Beauty chocolate eyeliner, and that was $22. And then I got NCLA So Rich Lollipop. It's like a cuticle oil. Oh, quick disclaimer. So I have been using this because I opened the boxes just to see what is in there so I know what to try on. I hate this stuff. Straight up, it smells like Swishers, or like just like a really like shitty cigar. Like, that's kind of like the smell that it has. It just has like, I don't know like what the actual scent is. It doesn't really say. Yeah, it just says to like use it to nourish your nails. I don't know if it's the vitamin E, but whenever I smell it, it straight up like to me smells like cigars or Swishers. And I put it on my nails, like, and I keep doing it, and they do feel softer, but it smells terrible. I'd rather just get like a standard, more like, I don't know, I would just rather get like a non-scented one, or one of like the more like, there are other ones that just smell way better. So I think today I'm pretty much, also, do you like my space buns? I don't have a lot of hair, so they probably don't look very good, and I'm sorry, but I've been trying to do different hairstyles. This one I think looks okay. This one, there's less hair here, so. But yeah, these feel very nice. I like them, but yeah, so I'm gonna take these off. I'm gonna put the primer on and just show you what it looks like. Then I'm gonna do like my foundation and set my face and everything, and then we'll come back and we'll do all of the other non-face stuff. So this is kind of just standard Chatty, get ready with me. If you'd like to see it, stay tuned and we'll get into it. So for the first part, I'm gonna peel these. Ooh, that feels nice. They feel like very moisturizing. Apparently it's supposed to help with like dark circles, which I have just because of my poor sleep schedule. But yeah, no, I know like that Taylor uses these. I know they say to use this finger, but honestly, I'm very like gentle when I'm doing stuff like this, not like how I used to be. And like, I don't ever really like tug. I mean, it feels nice, and my eyes always get a lot more dry. They're a little bit more crepey, which is funny considering the oily skin that I have, that my under eyes are so dry. Next, we're gonna go in with the primer, the First Light Priming Filter. Fix the 5 signs of a bad face day. Cool. So fatigue, dullness, dehydration, puffiness, and fine lines. I mean, I don't really get puffiness. My face can get dehydrated, but not really because I have oily skin. Lavender hued. Oh, I get it. That's why, because it's a lavender hued one. Let's rip this shit open. Oh, I've seen. Okay, I know which one this is. I don't mind the swatches on my hand. I was trying to get rid of lipsticks last night because I have too many and some are expired. Ooh. That spilled all over my desk when I shook it. Maybe I should actually shake it before I use it. So I'm just gonna take a little bit, and maybe that was too much. Okay, we're just gonna like put it in my hands. Yeah, this is probably too much. Whoopsie. I haven't filmed in like a hot second because I've been like working, and I just like miss filming. Like I honestly would have started filming earlier, but like I said, I was very dedicated to these space buns. I was like, yeah, we're gonna do this even though you have little to no hair, because we're gonna change some shit up. You guys really like that bun hairstyle that I did. But yeah, we're gonna do this. I might film something back to school related, even though school's like started. Ew, I shouldn't do it. You have to go up. If you drag down, then it's like, woo, gravity. I mean, I do think that added like a nice little bit of like dewiness to my face, which is always nice. Because that is the thing, is that sometimes if you don't, at least with oily skin, sometimes if you underhydrate or you don't hydrate enough, your skin can actually get very dehydrated. But yeah, I used to be that person where I would be like, why would you put oil on your face when your face is already oily, but it actually does help with like dehydration and everything, and it helps make your products, like your stuff, stand longer, and it's just good for your face to hydrate just because of like wrinkles and stuff. Aging hits you very fast, very quickly, because even in like your 20s, it's good to, you may think, oh, that's just something I'll have to worry about later, but like if you start like now, you won't have to worry about wrinkles and stuff later. I mean, it just really depends, because like I definitely in high school, it was like I don't moisturize, I don't even wash my face, and I sleep in my makeup. So, you know, start whenever. It's just good to start regardless. I mean, it does, I think it looks nice. I feel like I would just put this on, put a little bit of concealer like here and under my eyes and fill in my brows, and I feel like it would look good. Actually, I think I'll just do my foundation. I'll come back in and show you guys blush and everything, and then do eyes and stuff after. But yeah, also too, look at this little blending sponge I got. It's Gudetama. It's from the Halika brand. It's like the Korean skincare line. They have like a whole Gudetama set, or like line and everything, and I thought this was so cute. This was the only really like affordable thing from the set, because this is only like $4. It's very like abusive, like you like beat your face with it, but I like it a lot because it gets very big. It's kind of a little bit harder, but I don't mind that really like that much. I don't really think your sponges need to be like that soft. It's not like that big of a deal to me. I swear, this sponge is like, I will say, I always forget this when I use this. I feel like this sponge, maybe because it doesn't absorb as much, it just gets stained. It really uses less product, because I have like over half of what I mixed left, and normally it would take me like all of what I mixed, maybe a little bit more. And yeah, I feel like I covered my whole face and it was just like a non-issue. So even though it's a little hard to get in the crevices, like right here, so maybe if you have a smaller sponge or a little bit softer, I feel like this part right here is actually very good for like actually literally beating your face, because that's what it sounds like. So yeah, I've done foundation, I've set my face. Let's do this. So I got this eyeliner, and it's a gel eyeliner, whoop-de-doo, and it's a brown one. Let's swatch it. Ooh, that's a fun feeling. It's like a very pigmented chocolate brown, which I think is what the name is called. And that's what it looks like blended, which I don't really know why I did that. And then here's just like a little swatch on your finger. It's pretty pigmented, that's nice. So here is, this is the brush that I used before for that black one, that pretty vulgar like black one. And then here's like a line swatch. Not amazing, but not bad. I just don't like gel liners. Can we just like not with them? So I'm gonna do that real quick. I was gonna do the rest of my face, but let's just jump into it. Why not? So I'm gonna go in with this brush. I'm like 99% sure this used to be one of my paint brushes that I started using for eyeliner. So yeah, I'm gonna maybe just do like a bold lip, a wing, because I just don't really like, I have a hard time with looks with like chocolate brown eyeliner. I feel like I wish this was black, because I just am not like a chocolate brown eyeliner kind of a person. So I'm gonna grab my mirror and we're just gonna do our best. So yeah, this one's a little bit nicer because it's very pointed, like I said, and it's kind of angled, which is nice. I literally just do this, which I know isn't good. Okay, that's a just okay. You know, it's kind of, it feels creamy, but I feel like when you put it on a brush, it almost feels dry. So I just don't like gel liners. I just feel like they're not that good. I used to use them a little bit in high school, just to give me like a wing when I was trying to learn how to do wings. And I just feel like I can never, maybe it's just the brushes I'm using, but I feel like I could never get like a true like crisp line. And then my issue with brown is that I feel like this especially is actually like pretty easy to like blend out. So I feel like I never get it. It's more of like a soft look, which doesn't really make sense to me, because if this is a night like out look, usually I feel like if you're gonna go for a night out and you're using bold eyeshadow, which is what the eyeshadow palette looks like, I feel like you would probably be using like a black wing. Because I feel like brown, it kind of, that's not bad. Okay, that's not bad. That's one of my better gel eyeliner wings. It's not as crisp as I would like it, but like, it looks okay. Yeah, if this came in black, I feel like it wouldn't be that bad because it does blend out. Like, it's super easy. It also feels like it dries quickly. I don't know, we'll see. But that's not a bad wing. I might not actually have to clean that up that much. But I feel like, yeah, if you're gonna go out for a night, my look, if I was into doing a wing, which I don't really do wings anymore just because I don't really, can I get this right? Maybe like there? Okay. But I feel like that was, that's wrong, I can already tell, but we're fine. I feel like if you're gonna go out, brown eyeliner isn't always going to be like a look. So I don't know. Alright, you know, but then I feel like also the pigment just like doesn't work. Please work. I need help. I need, Yeah, no, this is already ruined. But yeah, it's almost like a very, like, it feels creamy, but I feel like on a brush it dries quickly. You need to be like one of those Instagram hack girls who like puts in a little bit of that Farsali oil and it just like goes on super creamy and nice. But that shit's like real expensive, so no. I'll buy like some coconut oil or something. Felt tips I think are just so much easier to use. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to clean this up. I just feel like this was so much work for such little payoff. And like I said, it doesn't, at least to me, match the theme of the box, which is a night out. And I just feel like, because here's what the colors look like on that palette that I'm not going to be using. I don't know, I feel like with brown, this just doesn't make sense. Like that would, like these would all be good with like a black liner. I don't know. And this isn't pigmented enough to like pass for a black liner. Yeah, but it's almost like the hunk you get initially works well. And then after that, you're just like done. It also too, I get like these little, it's almost like it has fallout. Like there's hunks of the eyeliner transferring down to my like lower, like my under eyes. Okay, that's usable. Yeah, so I mean, it is easy to clean up. I feel like because literally it's so dry, with the concealer, you're almost like scratching it off. And I know, it's not good to tug your eyes. Even though I said aging and all that, don't come for me. This is just how I do it. I don't do wings that often. It honestly doesn't even matter because my eyes, I need to do like that wing thing where you put your wing up here and do like a little thing with it because that always makes it like look actually like a wing and not just like a weird little lump. Yeah, so I'm gonna put some blush on. I actually have been really into the Note blush that I got from the last Boxycharm. I do think it's very pretty. I think it was just that day. I think I had baked too much and I didn't like wipe it away enough. And so today I'm just gonna use it again. It's like a very like orangey blush and it blends a lot better. I feel like maybe, yeah, I don't know, maybe it was just that day. But I do think it is very pretty and it's very soft and it's very pigmented, so that's nice. With the brown, I think this looks pretty. I just like, that was just such a dry liner. I feel like NYX makes better gel liners. Especially too, how much is this again? This is a very scattered Boxycharm. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that shit was $22. Ugh. The Pretty Vulgar one was $24, and I would definitely say if you're gonna get one, get the Pretty Vulgar one. Even though like I just am not a gel liner person. Should I just cheat and use fake lashes? I might maybe just use like some wispy ones, who knows. But yeah, I feel like it blends out like very nice, and then I'm gonna mute it and everything like I always do. I'm gonna go in with some butter bronzer, just on this Aesthetica brush. I really do still love this Aesthetica brush that I got. This stuff still always smells so good. I love it a lot. It's from another Boxycharm. The only thing that's annoying is that it's doing the, it's definitely moving. So like, you have to like tighten it back up kind of and it fixes itself. But I feel like for $27, it's a little shitty, but I love it. I feel like it's such a nice bronzer brush. I feel like if you kind of like hold the bristles, it's a good contour brush. And I always bronze before I contour just because, or sometimes I'll just bronze. But I think I'm gonna add a little bit of extra bronze to my forehead because I think I went a little light on my forehead today. Fun fact, I actually don't put contour in my forehead because I feel like anytime that I do, it just makes my forehead look really muddy and like dirty. So lately, like yeah, pretty much all I've really been doing for like a long time is just to, I put it up there just to give me like that kind of more tan-ish glow, but I don't put contour up there. I don't really have like, I have like a 4.5 forehead. Or not quite 5 fingers fit there, but like half my thumb does. So it's not like big enough to where I'm like self-conscious about it to where I feel like I need to contour a lot. But I just like, I like to have bronzer on my forehead because I feel like it just matches the rest of my face. And I pretty much just kind of put that everywhere and then I like highlight in the center of my forehead with them highlight. And I just feel like it's a nice look. So it's like, see, it still gives me kind of like that tan look. I really like this, like, I feel like you can still really see that primer coming through because this doesn't really have any sparkle in it. And I feel like you can still see just kind of like a faint highlight on my forehead and in my like cheeks, or on my cheeks. You gotta do that double chin. Okay, so our butter bronzer lasts so long. I bought this like last year. I forget how long this lasts, but like it still smells good. And so I just haven't thought to buy a new one. I haven't even hit pan on it, and I was using this so much. Like this is what I was using to contour with before I got that NYX Sculptor, or the Pure Sculptor palette, which I am obsessed with because I feel like it's just such a good color on me. Oh yeah, you know what I've been watching lately? So one of my favorite shows growing up actually was Charmed. I remember being on because my parents used to watch it. And I mean, I still will always love it despite like the whole Alyssa Milano drama with Insatiable, which I still think is kind of bullshit because she's like, it's not fat shaming. And I'm like, well, you've never been fat, so you wouldn't know. I'm gonna pack this in a little bit more with this Real Techniques buffing brush. Just gonna put that a little bit more in my temples. But yeah, I've been rewatching Charmed, and that show came out in think he was 1997 or 1998, so I was a wee babe when it came out. And I don't know, like, I was watching it and they try to claim that the show is like very feminist, but clearly this is before the whole before intersectionality like really became a thing, which is very important in representation in Hollywood. But literally there's one episode where I forget the actor's name, but he's been in a lot of stuff. I'm pretty sure he's been in something like very famous. I'm very bad with like Hollywood names and like actor names. I remember like the stuff that they were in, or I'll remember their name but not know like anything that they were in, and I'll be like, they were that character. But yeah, no, so we were watching this one, it's like episode 4, and it's one of the guys, he's like leaving from his mom's house and he's in Chinatown because it takes place in San Francisco, and he literally like gets like killed basically by like this group of these gang members. I don't know, like you're just supposed to kind of assume, and you find out later that they're a part, I guess, of like maybe like the Chinese like mafia or like the triads in that area. And you find out later that the reason he was killed is because the guy who killed him wants to use his body to like make sure that people think he's dead so he can like go escape and like live like a free life even though he's a criminal. And literally like and then the guy who gets killed, he's a ghost, and he finds the charmed ones, the 3 sisters, Prue, Piper, and Phoebe, and is like, help me, like I need to find my body or you guys need to find my body so my mom can bury it. And so this guy named Yama won't take me to hell, basically, won't take my soul to hell. And then there's this one part where they're like, oh, like the criminal's body has been found. And they show the guy on TV, and like, he's like, oh my God, they were like, he's like, yeah, they were the guy, like the dead guy is like, oh my God, he was using my body so he could like escape or whatever. And then Prue looks at the TV and looks at him, and he's like, yeah, they're like, yeah, that you guys look a lot alike. And I was like, what? No, they don't. First of all, the main dead guy is like probably close to like maybe 5'11", 2 over 6 feet. It's hard to tell on TV. And then the other guy who kills him is like maybe 4 to 5 inches shorter than him, and they look nothing alike. And I was like, where though? Where though? Why though? How though? How did this get passed? Is it just because it was the 90s and just people just didn't give a shit about representation? That has to be it. But yeah, no, and I remember watching that because I rewatched it when I was 15, and that was when I was like, that's like when I just really like wasn't aware of a lot of that stuff just because of like white privilege and ignorance and all that. But I remember watching that and being like, and then watching it now, I'm like, oh my God, this was allowed, this was passable, this was okay, this is still something that's okay. And yeah, no, I was just like very shocked by it because like if you look at the 2 actors, they look nothing alike because not all Asian people look alike. You feel like, you know, it's, yeah, no, I was just like shook. Like I was like, oh my God. And then too, like there's supposed to be a new Charmed remake coming out, and I was really excited because I loved Charmed growing up. Going to go in with my Ofra Cosmetics Nikki Tutorials collab with a Luxie precision brush, or like, and I remember the actors who were in it were like, they got all offended because the new like people in charge of the writers and everything and the creator of the new one said that this is going to be like a super feminist and like a very like something show. And it's kind of cool because all of the new actresses, yeah, I think 2 of them are Latina, and then one of them, she's like, I think she might be like Caribbean, maybe Afro-Caribbean, I'm not sure, I forget. I remember looking it up and I don't really remember what it said. Sometimes my brain retains information and sometimes it just doesn't. Yeah, and like they're supposed to be in like a college town because the first series took place in San Francisco, and like the actresses like got mad because they complained. They were like, oh, is that not what we were? We weren't a feminist show. And if you watch it, no, they weren't. Like, it was like 3 like strong, like powerful women who had all these powers and stuff, and like that was cool. But like the stuff that they said on the show was not like the feminism of today. It's like white feminism versus intersectional feminism. It's totally different. And like there's one episode where like Prue is like, I don't want any kids, I just don't think that I'm cut out to be a mom. And then Piper's like, yeah, right. Or like, yeah, there's one, I think it's the 2nd episode where Prue's like, yeah, I had sex with Andy, and it was like the first date, even though they had like dated previously. And Piper was just like, on the first date? I'm like, I get it, she's your sister, but don't give her shit for that. Who cares? It's a guy that she knows. And I mean, it's her body, it's her choice. I don't know, like that's just like the type of stuff that bothers me because it's obviously a difference of time and like a difference of perception. I think that the original creators and like the original actors were not as feminist as they thought they were. And I'm just like, because like that type of feminism is exclusionary, like, or is exclusion based, and I just like don't have time for that. Just blending this all in with some more Coty Airspun and this big brush. Yeah, that's my little 20-year later Charmed rant. I think that overall, I do think that it had a very big impact, and I do think that it was an important show, and I do respect Alyssa Milano for being kind of like one of the starters of like the Me Too movement, but I have issues with the show that I am watching again now that I'm a little bit older and a lot more educated. It's like that for like the whole show. A lot of times it's really not. Like a lot of times it's like very like actually pretty cool and like pretty diverse. Ooh. And it actually can be like very diverse considering the fact that it was the late 90s. But then there are other times where I like will be watching it and I'm like, this is really like a dated show, like very much so. But again, there's shows that are like that now, so I don't know. Yeah, that's my little intersectional feminism rant, but on Charmed. Just going with the Pure Sculptor palette in the Inventor shade. Can we talk about how dirty this palette gets? Because it gets very dirty. All right. Gonna contour a little bit. Sometimes I use like just a like little like dual fiber brush like this, just because I don't know, I feel like it gives it a nice like subtle contoured look, just like a little chiseled but not too much. How have you guys been? Good? Good, I'm glad. I kind of just like haphazardly contour, especially with this. I feel like it kind of gives me like a little bit more control because like not a lot gets dispersed. But you know, I'm excited to see the new Charmed reboot because like I said, I did love that show growing up, and I'm hoping that they actually do kind of like embrace like diversity, considering the fact that like, because like, or like that all the main characters are people of color, and I feel like that's very cool because like people like me growing up, even living in California, like I should have been more exposed to that and I wasn't. And then once I like started going to school, I was more exposed to that, and you're like, oh, well, diversity is important. Racism is very bad. Very, very bad. Intersectionality is important. Like, stuff like that, at least to me. If you don't like that, I'm sorry. That's just what I personally believe. And it is something important that I think that everyone should embrace. But I mean, you can't change everyone's mind, but it's important. But yeah, so that's my face. I do like how my skin came out today. I actually think I like that Becca primer. Like before I did this, I feel like it still had like a very nice subtle glow going on. Really, I feel like I didn't get a lot of stuff in this box since I'm choosing not to use the Laura Lee palette. I'm gonna do my brows and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna put lips on. All right, I don't think those are some bad brows. Actually, so what I did, I need to fix this side. I ended up going in with my Physicians Formula eyeliner just because I felt like this other eyeliner is like pretty shit. But yeah, it's just like this is like way darker. It looks more like a legitimate wing. It doesn't look like, I don't know, I just feel like the other one, it just like did not look good. I think I shortened this one a little bit too much, but it's fine. Yeah, I think I might put some lashes on. I feel like this just won't, it just won't be like what I want without it. So I'm gonna do that. Just gonna take, so I actually found some really good dupes. I feel like for the same thing by Eyeliner, they're from like they're like the Vegas Nave ones, but they're a little bit shorter, which I think is kind of nice. I love the Vegas Nave ones, but sometimes they are just kind of like a lot for my face. But they're still very like wispy and pretty, and they're long, and I feel like they have like a nice curl, whereas the other ones kind of stick straight up. Also, these are like half the price, and they come with tweezers. Like they come with these like little like clampy ones. So yeah, if you're looking for some, I would just pick these up. They're the number 126 in the orange box. I feel like they're very pretty and they're very nice. Also, the band is a lot thinner, so I think that they're a little bit easier to put on, which is if you're a beginner at lashes. I'm okay at lashes, but sometimes days are really good and sometimes days are very bad. So I'm gonna put some lashes on. Yeah, don't you just love these lashes? They're very fluffy, they're very cute. I feel like they look very good with a wing. I feel like they make the wing look like it was like meant to be there, not just like an afterthought, which is nice. And it gives you a more winged out effect with it, which is cool if you wanna like turn your eyes up a little bit more. So I just ran some bottom mascara on there. I blended it in with my lashes. I also ran like a more warm color into my brows because sometimes I feel like I use too cool tone of a brow color and it just, I don't know, it just washes me out sometimes. Okay, so all we have left is lips, and I need to spray my face and do an inner corner highlight, which I'm going to do right now. I'm gonna use this like tiny little detail brush, and we're just gonna dip into the Ofra Cosmetics one. I don't really use eyeshadows as inner corner highlight. I want like an actual like, I just don't really like using like a white highlight as a highlight, just because I feel like it's just so boring. I just like a little bit of a sparkle like that. That's so pretty to me. Yeah, the space buttons definitely could be better, but it's a work in progress. I'm doing my best. And sometimes I'll highlight just like above my brows. Right there on the Cupid's bow. So that's good. So I'm next going to go in with the Smashbox Cosmetics Power Pigment right here in the color Crush It, which is a glossy lip, which I'm just so excited for. I feel like overall this box has been very disappointing. Oh my god, I know this smell. It's almost like a light like lip smacker smell. That's a very pretty color though. That's cool. I'm I'm just gonna use this as a mirror. Again, I just like I know the glossy lips are like back. I just prefer a matte lip because I know I talk so much. I know that this is gonna be like all over my teeth in like seconds. I also feel like too, whenever you have like a glossy lip, it makes it difficult because you kind of have to go in, at least for me, I have to go in and like fix it. I do like the pointed tip on this, which is nice, because sometimes if I use glossier stuff, I go in with like a lip brush or something and kind of try to clean it up a little bit. It is very pigmented though, like I haven't had to like dip in or anything like that. This is just all still the same swatch. I swear my lips are such a weird shape. I do think this, yeah, this is a very pretty color. If it was matte, I'd like it even more, but can't have everything in this world, right? Okay, so I'm gonna go into the Mario Badescu spray and spray my face. Be very careful because I don't want to mess up my hair too much. I just love this stuff. I feel like it just really, this stuff lasts forever. This is a smaller bottle. I've had this, I feel like, for a long time now, and it is still very, like, it's like over half full. And I use this a lot. But yeah, you like this look? I like it. I think it's very pretty. So just to kind of go through it, I do like this primer a lot. We didn't use this because of recent events, if you follow the beauty community at all. This I liked a lot. I do like this lipstick. I do think it's pretty. It's a very pretty color. I'm just personally not hardcore glossy lip person, just because I feel like it transfers and it just gets all over things. This I think would actually be pretty good if it didn't smell awful, because like I said, it smells like Swishers or just like cheap cigars, which sucks. These I really like. Actually, I feel like my eyes do feel very like hydrated. I feel like my concealer went on a little bit better today. I'm definitely gonna, if these are $13 a pack, then they're not worth it. There's some cheaper ones that I know that Taylor talks about all the time, but they're still good. I do feel like they did help out my under eyes a lot. This Bang Beauty stuff, it was too dry and it just wasn't pigmented enough. Like, you can't get this like level of wing. At least for me, it just wasn't. If you're looking for maybe a very soft, subtle brown wing, I feel like you could get it with this, but I feel like there's also cheaper ones on the market that would work. Like, to me, this reminds me of like a shittier version than of the Maybelline tattoo eyeliners. You know those ones? I think those are still around, aren't they? But I feel like, yeah, it was just very disappointing overall. Yeah, I just feel like, yeah, pretty much overall, except for like these two products and then the eye masks, which I did like, I feel like this has probably been the most disappointing box. I do like the look that I came up with, but that's because it took a lot of intervention. I put lashes on, I did a darker wing. I don't know, it's just okay. It's not like the box. I feel like I like the look a lot. I feel like it's very cute. I like a nice wing with lashes and a dramatic lip. I just feel like overall it's a little disappointing just because, I mean, it is only $21 a month. Yeah, like, so this just like, I like the little dropper, which is nice. Yeah, it smells like Swishers or just like cigars, and I just like hate that smell. I hate that like sickly sweet smell. But yeah, so I do think that like obviously you do get a lot for what you pay for. I think that there's no way that this should be worth $22. It is just so shitty. Like, I don't know, it's just not good. These I do like. I do think that these are probably kind of expensive. This smells god awful. Didn't use, didn't want to. Said pretty. I think I probably will definitely use it again because I like the radiance it gives with and without foundation. And then I like this, just like I said, it's just not my favorite because I don't like a glossy lip, but it's a very good lipstick. Very soft, it's very pigmented. Yeah, that was everything. Like I said, I'm kind of like on the fence. I liked my last month's Boxycharm, and I liked the one before that a lot too. This one was kind of disappointing. I wanted to get the Boxy, like the Luxe one, but that one's like an additional like $29, I think, which is just kind of a lot, but you do get a lot of good stuff in it apparently. Yeah, I feel like I was just kind of disappointed with this box, which sucks because I generally like Boxycharm. I think they're a good deal and it's good and fun to try new makeup. Yeah, no, so that was everything. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this look. If you did, leave a like down below, comment, and subscribe. It'd be great to have you here. Again, my name's Renee. Thanks for watching. Bye.